This is Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into a different band, different artist, and we break down one of the records. We get into the music, the lyrics, how it was made, the artwork, and everything in between. My name is Tyler, and way out there, hundreds of miles away, is Jeff. While you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. All the social media is at Asinine Radio. You can also follow us. You can smash that subscribe button on YouTube, watch us on there, listen on there. I don't care what you do. Just go do it. Tell all your friends. And that's all I have for the boring intro. So what we're doing today, or what are we doing today, Jeff?
Dude, it's been so long since I even stopped listening to you. I don't know what we're doing today.
Okay. Fun.
Well,
what are we doing today?
We're doing Gold Cobra. We're doing the Gold Cobras by the Limp Bizkits. That's what we're doing today.
Nice. All right. Yeah, this album came out in 2011. This is the true reunion of the classic lineup of the band, with your Fred Durst, Wes Borland, John Otto, Sam Rivers, and the DJ Lethals. And there's that. Let's get into our origin story with Limp Bizkit. What do you got? Go.
So I have a couple fun stories that I'm going to share with everybody because I don't give a fuck.
Bandcamp.
One is
Camp. There we go. There we go.
We said it at the same time. Wasn't that funny? One was Camp, and I remember. Do you remember? What I mean, Connie. Well, it wasn't Connie, but it was a sample. I remember being on a bus going to camp, and at the time, I was listening to more. I remember listening to Marilyn Manson. I remember listening to that. What's the one with he's naked on the cover and his little fucking wieners kind of hanging out and back just sticking out?
Oh my God.
David Bowie style in the Labyrinth.
Not Beautiful People. What the fuck is it?
It's Animals, maybe? Is that
Mechanical Animals? Yeah.
The one where he's
it's a shitty record too.
Hair? Yeah.
It's
that was my least favorite record when we ranked the Manson shit.
Yeah.
But I remember listening to that record when it came out, and I remember being on the bus at camp and going to camp, and I was listening to that, and one of the counselors in front of me was just kind of "Hey, what are you listening to?" It was my first time at camp, and I knew one guy, and so it's the counselor's job to kind of interact and engage with people who you don't know, right? To get them more comfortable and excited about going to camp. And I was like, "Oh, I'm listening to Marilyn Manson." And he's like, "Oh, well, what kind of music you like?" "Oh, I like Marilyn Manson. I like Limp Bizkit." But that was the time when only I had heard Faith, and so I was kind of "Oh, I like Limp Bizkit," but really I only heard Faith. That's it. This is 97, 98 when I first went to camp. So yeah, this is before Significant Other. Mm-hmm. And he was like, "Oh, that's cool." And then he's like, "Hey, check out what I listen to. If you want to listen." I was like, "Yeah, what do you listen to?" And he played me Blink-182. And then I was like, "Oh, fuck yeah, this is so much better than what I'm listening to."
Got to bring it back to Tom and Blink-182.
Dude, I fucking remember being on the bus. I was like, "Oh yeah, dude, this is already the first 5 seconds of this. I am more interested in this." So anyway, fast forward a little bit. Significant Other comes out, and I don't love Limp Bizkit at the time, but I like Faith enough to where I'm going to buy Significant Other when it comes out on the CDs, not the vinyls, the CDs. Mm-hmm. And I bought it, but I bought the fucking censored version, dude. Okay. And I didn't know that.
That was always the worst, buying the censored version, not knowing.
I bought the fucking censored version, and I begged my dad, "Please, bro, please." And he's like, "No, I'm not fucking buying you the one that cusses and shit." It's like, "Please, I'm not going to play it loud." It took a lot of convincing, but he did. Dude, the homie drove me back to the and this is the guy that saw my Kid Rock CD, because Kid Rock CD had the middle finger in the middle of it. And he held it like this. And was like, "Oh, who is this?" I was like, "Oh, it's Kid Rock," and fucking snapped it with his hands and shattered all of my room. This is the same guy.
What a move. What a power move. What a power move from your dad.
Didn't even say anything, just shattered it, made me clean it up, and fucking left my room and closed the door.
Like, wow. It made you clean it up.
I was like, "Oh, fuck me." Yep. All right. Who cares? You know what I mean? It's not that big of a deal. So whatever. I begged him. He did drive me back to the warehouse. This is also the same guy that when I bought the Backstreet Boys CD, which we'll talk about if we ever do the Backstreet Boys. He asked the guy if it was okay, if it was age appropriate for someone like me to be listening to the Backstreet Boys. So yeah, we drove back to the warehouse. I bought the uncensored version, and the rest is history, man. Significant Other was my first true introduction to where I dove into every single song, and then really got a taste of of what I want out of Limp Bizkit. And mostly it was because of the song Faith. Like that's what got me into Limp Bizkit. That's what got me listening. But it was Significant Other. And it was really like the hip hop side of Significant Other that got me hooked for life. For life.
Nice.
Limp Bizkit for life, Doug.
Nice.
Whew, that was a lot.
All right.
There it is.
That was something. All right. My origin story. It was the first time I heard Limp Bizkit was Nookie. I saw the video for Nookie and I hated it. I fucking hated it so much. I thought it was stupid. I didn't get it. Mind you, I was 1999. I was 12. I was 12 years old.
So much cooler than 12-year-olds now. Like, are you kidding me? Come on.
And I didn't get it. And then I would say maybe like not even a month later, I got the Family Values 98 CD. And on that CD was Limp Bizkit, and it was 3 songs. It was Faith, Counterfeit, and I believe Stuck. I think Stuck was the third one on there. And it was the live versions, obviously, from that particular tour. And that changed everything. At that point, I realized, oh my God, this is fucking incredible. These 3 songs are incredible. There's nothing that sounded like those 3 songs. And then at that point, I think Rearranged had just come out too. So then I ended up really liking Rearranged. And then I went back to Nookie, and I eventually forced myself to like it, I guess. But yeah, technically the first thing I heard was Nookie, but the first thing I really liked was Faith and Counterfeit. Those were the first. That was the first time that connected with me because that live
opposite.
I know, the complete opposite. But it was that live CD because that live CD was crazy. It had Incubus. It had the New Skin song. So that was the first time I had heard That was the first time I heard Incubus was New Skin, the live version of New Skin, and then Rammstein, which I'd already heard of Rammstein. And then Limp Bizkit, and then Ice Cube's on it, and Korn's on it too, obviously, because that's their tour or was their tour. But yeah, that's my origin story, is Nookie and the Family Values CD. So there you go, origin story. Let's get into our first impressions of Gold Cobra, which came out much later in 2011. So a good, 12 years later. So what do you got? Go.
I don't remember like getting into this a lot. Post like Chocolate Starfish, Limp Bizkit was always just kind of like, like for me, like whatever's. I don't really care that much. I'll listen, but I'm not going to. It's just not going to be as good as the Limp Bizkit that I want it to be. And so when Gold Cobra came out, it was really just like douchebag. But I don't even remember listening to this record when it came out. I don't remember listening to this record until like fairly recently, maybe in the past like pod years, essentially. Really? Yeah.
Wow.
It was just because you always said, "Oh, Gold Cobra's so fucking good."
Yeah, I've always praised this, man.
I don't know, dude.
Fucking love this record.
I don't remember listening to this a lot when it came out. Like I'll never forget Douchebag. Like that's my favorite song from this fucking record. I don't care. So fucking good. But I don't remember listening to this that often. It was always just you who always just said, "Oh yeah, you should listen to it again." And like me, like, "Oh no, it's not Significant Other." No,
I'm a little bitch. I'm a little bitch.
Yeah. What is that? Basically, yeah. And then, which this is not top tier Bizkit, but to say that like something is filler Limp Bizkit is still like, God damn, dude, you're better than most others can possibly do in their lifetime. And this is like Comet from the Bouncing Souls. This is like Comet. Dude, okay, Comet's a fucking good record. A fucking good record. But like,
that's very fair.
It's not going to beat, it's not going to beat the best. And this is a really, really fucking good record, but it's not going to beat the best.
All right. I guess my first impressions on Gold Cobra. Yeah. When this record came out, I was so excited. I was so excited. I've been following Limp Bizkit like religiously since I discovered them with Nookie. Results may vary. I was stoked on that record coming out. Very, very disappointed. Super excited about Unquestionable Truth because Ross Robinson's back, Wes is back, and it was good. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, Gold Cobra. I mean, the first song I heard was the title track. I think it was the title track. That was the first one I heard. And I really, really liked it. I like the goofiness. I like how they were making fun of themselves, but still putting out a really good song. And it came out, and I didn't buy it. I did download it illegally, whatever. I don't give a fuck. But you know what? I have it now. I have it on the vinyls. I don't care. Right there. even though it's a bootleg. So the band
I
got no
know. I
money.
was gonna say that's not even like that's literally just as bad as downloading it.
But the band's never pressed it. So I mean, I would buy an original copy. But yeah, I see a gold record too.
Gotta
It's
be
nice,
gold.
right? Yeah.
Gotta be
So
gold. Is it
the
double or
gold.
is it just single?
It's a
Gotta be
double. Yeah, it's a double LP.
Is it bonus songs?
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, it does have the bonus songs.
Is that 3 or 5 bonus songs?
The 3. It has Los Angeles, Middle Finger, and Combat Jazz.
Interesting, because Los Angeles and Middle Finger aren't on Spotify.
Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. It has all of them. So yeah, side
That's 5.
C. No, it has 2, 4.
Yeah.
Wait, no, it's 6. It
It
has 6.
There's 5. No.
No, it has. Well, this has 6 because the album.
There's no 6 bonus songs.
The album ends with Killer in You, and this has Back Porch. It has My Own Cobain, Angels, Los Angeles, Middle Finger, and then Combat Jazz is the last song. It's the song they did with Raekwon. They did it with Raekwon. I don't remember how the song goes. Because I usually never listen to Side D because Side D kind of sucks. But yeah, I have this on vinyl.
That's crazy. So I've because like Middle Finger and Los Angeles aren't on Spotify, so I did not listen to those ones. And that last song that he did with Raekwon, that's not even on like Genius. Like that's not even anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know about that song.
Well, there you go. What's a bootleg? I mean, they can put whatever the fuck they want on it. It's a great bootleg though. It sounds good. The sound quality is great. Packaging's decent. It's one of those things where it has the parental advisory sticker like on it. You know, so like they clearly just downloaded an image from Google Images. So that kind of sucks. It's a little bit pixelated and blurry, but whatever. But anyway,
that's a bootleg. Yeah,
it's 100% a bootleg. And so that's my first impressions. I've loved this record since it came out. I've been trying to get you to listen to it for years.
You're the only person I've ever known, and like I'm not like a fair weather Limp Bizkit fan. Like I do love me some fucking Limp Bizkit. Yeah. You are the only person I've ever known that like advocates for the listening of Gold Cobra.
Dude, it's a forgotten banger, dude. It's a forgotten banger.
It really is. Like honestly, some of their best stuff is on this record.
Yeah.
Like they do some stuff that is fucking wild and they've never done before. And they've never done it to this extreme. Yeah. It is a good record.
It's so unique. It's such a unique record. I'm excited to get into it. So let's start with this. Do we have any stinkers on this record?
No.
I have none. You have none, right? Shake your head. No, that's a no. That's a no. All right. So let's. So how many bangers do you have?
So here's the thing. Okay.
Here's the thing.
Listening to this, I was like, oh, banger for sure. And then I was kind of like, dude, I can't just start listing these as bangers because you pit these up against other songs that Limp Bizkit has done. Like, why do I like said song?
See, you're just trying to make things difficult for yourself.
What specific part about this do I like? So they're not all bangers.
I'm leaving.
So,
I'm out of here.
So my bangers went, I don't know, from like 14 or 13. I think I have now 8 bangers, 6 bangers.
I only did the 13. So I only listened to I didn't do the deluxe. I only did the 13 tracks from the.
I have 6 bangers.
Original. That's it. I got 12, man. I got 12 bangers.
So every song on here is a banger because you didn't
outside of the
intro.
Outside of the intro, yeah.
See, that's just not true. That's not true.
I'll go through every song if you want. I mean, the bottom two, they're on the edge. They could fall off. They're on the edge.
What are your bottom two?
Killer in You, the last song, and then Loser.
Those are my bottom two. Loser's my 2B.
No, it's not.
Dude, Loser is my 2B. I don't even care. I don't even fucking care.
Why? I guess we're gonna get into Loser then.
Dude.
This is crazy.
You're a ballad man. What are you talking about?
What do you mean I'm a ballad man?
Dude, after Alkaline Trio, you've become a ballad man. How do you not like Loser? This is an incredible fucking melody. There's such a good swing to this. And yeah, like Fred Durst is goofy when he tries to sing. But this is not like a Behind Blue Eyes thing. This is a good, well-crafted song. And the song kind of reminds me of like My Way, right? That like
My Way. My Way.
But like, I don't fucking care, dude. It's amazing. Fred's like vocal fry in this and like the verses. Yo, coming up here, like it's funny. It's goofy. Like he's trying, but he's also just like, I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna talk here and just like calm my voice a little bit, and that's it. But everything just turned up. Like Sammy Boy, dude, he's got that really low end bass line, that boom 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 boom, and like on the other end, you have like Wes's ethereal guitar parts, just kind of like
a lot of delay
and light.
A lot of delay.
So good. Dude, then John Otto, dude, he's just grooving along. And like DJ Lethal adding texture. This is like Limp Bizkit. This is perfect Limp Bizkit. Everything that they do like well is right here. Minus Fred Durst. Fred Durst is the worst part of this for sure. But I like when Fred says check it out before the verse because it's just so goofy. So good.
It's not a bad song. It's closer to a filler song, but it's still a banger. Like I said, it's still a banger.
That melody, are you kidding me? I'm a loser.
But if you took this off the album, it would be okay. It's the transitions from the verses to the choruses. There's no transition. It happens, and it's awkward. It feels weird. I don't feel like anybody really shines on this one. There's nobody that shines. I do like the soundscapes and all that kind of shit. That's cool, but outside of the solo and the bridge from Wes,
crazy.
It's fine, and it's just typical Fred rapping during the verses, and then it goes into this more like bigger sounding anthemic thing that they do sometimes during the choruses, it can be really good at times, honestly. But in this particular song, they're just better songs that do this style on the song.
Limp Bizkit at their best, they are just writing pop songs and just churching them up with heavy guitars. This is one of the most like catchy fucking choruses they've ever written. It is right there. The first time you listen to it, you understand, you know where it's going. It's familiar. I don't know. It's familiar. That's a good word. It's familiar.
Okay.
It's good. It's wholesome. It's comfort food. It's the mac and cheese of Limp Bizkit.
Which is another thing. Mac and cheese is good, but it's not as good as everyone says it is. Mac and cheese is overrated, man. Come on. Get out of here. Mac and cheese is overrated. It's overrated.
First of all, because mac and cheese is like $1 for a box. You can feed an entire family. So like, no, that's not overrated. So like the price point's solid. And secondly, if you make good mac and cheese, like, no, you're silly. That's silly.
What annoys me about mac and cheese too is like you go to like a restaurant and they'll charge you like $12 or $15 for a plate of mac and cheese. That's fucking stupid. And they'll call
like
it
macaroni grill. Yeah, it's
and it's like
sprinkle breadcrumbs on it.
It's four cheese macaroni and cheese. It's like, get the fuck out of here. It all pretty much tastes
like fucking some weird French cheese that you can only get from like that region, or I don't know.
Yeah,
but
and
you're right.
In the end, the cheese is all like it's too rich, so you take like 4 bites and you're like, I'm fucking done. This is nasty now. It's making me sick.
I don't know what anything is. I'm looking around. Do you see me looking around here?
I do, because you look like an idiot. You look like a fucking idiot. So let's move on from Loser. We got some good shit, some better shit.
Loser, yes, it's true.
Do you even want to talk about Killer and You? Do you want to talk about Killer and You? Yeah,
let's see if I have any cool notes about Killer and You.
There's like nothing. It's the closer. There's nothing really there.
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, this one was kind of cool because we get like Fred doing that kind of like preachy delivery thing, which he doesn't really do that often. Like he's like preaching to a choir. That's about it.
It also has like the trap beat, and I don't care. I just don't like trap music, trap beats. It's just not for me. Not for me. So what's your 1B? What's your biggest banger off of this record?
I already said what it was.
You said your 2B.
About it.
Oh, you said Shotgun. That's right.
Douchebag. No,
douchebag's my douchebag.
1B.
That's right. That's right.
Fuck, dude.
Douchebag is my 2B. Douchebag is my 2B. So let's jump into this.
Your 1B's probably Shotgun. Shotgun's so good. But yeah, Douchebag. Douchebag is a perfect example that Limp Bizkit is a joke band and should never have been and should never ever in the future be taken seriously.
Yeah.
This is so aggressively stupid that like who the fuck would ever think these guys are like anything but fun? Like you see Fred Durst like the backwards hat, and you're like, the guy's not gangster. He's just having a good time. And like you said, and we've talked about throughout the years in this pod, that Fred Durst is like arguably the greatest musical long con men of all time.
That's correct.
Like, this is proof, dude. Like, douchebag. Oh, fuck you up. Fuck you up.
Douchebag.
It's not, I'm like squeezing a lime. I'm trying to squeeze a lime in my fucking beer here, but it's like fighting me and it's pissing me off. But it's not just about like the aggressive tone, but like, fuck you up. Like, come on, bro. Like, Fred Durst is not like a UFC fight. He's not Conor McGregor out here.
He's not
like,
a big guy.
People love. He's just saying this because saying the phrase "fuck you up" is a fun thing to say. People like saying the word "fuck" and it's fun. Yeah. And when you put it in the context like "fuck you up," "fuck you up," like, that's fun to do. Like, we heard it back and like the My Generation, "Don't give a fuck in, you give a fuck about me." Like, people like doing that shit. People like cussing in the context of catchy choruses. And douchebag may be, besides like My Generation, man, douchebag may be the catchiest like thing they've ever done.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that. It definitely is the catchiest.
It's so catchy.
You're right. It really, really is. It's so basic. That
it
chorus is so basic. Yeah. Dude, I always tell Tammy this is like her anthem too. This is her anthem to everybody, or to me at least. This is how she talks to me. This is how she talks to me. She loves it too.
You're being a douchebag. You're being a douchebag.
Yeah,
douchebag. I love the way he says douchebag too. Like, he like trails off, like going backwards from the mic. Right? People are like the douchebag, like that kind of thing.
Oh man, but I also love Wes's riff in this too. It's like that quirky. He's really good on this record at doing the quirky riffs, like going from like the really low to the high, but also bending a lot of the high notes, but in like a weird time or on an off note. He does that. He does like weird bends. It's something that he started doing later in his career, and really actually started with this record. You hear it on Still Sucks sometimes too, but really, it was all over this record, and that's what this intro is. And then Fred is just hyping everybody up, hyping up the band, hyping up the audience in that intro, while Wes is going crazy on that riff, and then it drops into that verse, and then Fred is just doing his normal rap thing, but then Wes is still doing the riff, but he's like doing some palm mutes. It's a little bit more subdued. And then it goes into that like soaring pre-chorus of where Fred's kind of just singing it, and then it drops into the fucking the douchebag chorus. It's incredible. The ride that this song takes you on is unreal. The ups and downs, it's insane. And then the transition from the choruses back into the verse, where it's just John Otto just hitting the drums super fucking loud.
So good.
God, it's so fucking loud. It's unnecessary, but it's the perfect transition.
Yeah, I honestly like this. Man. This record. There's a lot of things here that this band has never done, and even still after like Still Sucks, like we've never heard Wes really let loose like we did on this record. Like, this is in the scope of Limp Bizkit. Like, this is Wes's like magnum opus. This is the best guitar work he's ever done, and it's not just the solos. But there are times here where he's so fucking metal. It's like he's in Slayer or some shit. He's so fucking heavy. He's so aggressive. He's playing like thrash metal riffs over like the slowest John Otto beat. But like Sammy Rivers, bro, he's like, I got you. Like, I got something for that. Don't worry about it. It's like everybody's coming together so well.
Yeah.
And then of course Fred is just Fred, because Fred's amazing frontman and vocalist.
One of the best.
Everything he does is fucking fantastic. So you don't
honestly,
you don't need
Fred
to worry
is one of the
about
best
Fred.
frontmen. I don't care.
You
what
don't need to worry about
Fred. Yeah, he's up there as one of the great frontmen in music. He really is. Whether or not you like the music, I don't give a fuck. He is a great frontman. He knows how to hype up a crowd. He knows how to hype up his band. He knows how to put on a fucking show for everybody. Yeah. Even to this day, like with all like the stupid costumes he wears and the little like the dancing, like he plays to his age. He doesn't try to be a young guy.
Damn, he's so
dude,
good.
The guy has
good.
He's nailed it. Like, he was great back in the late 90s and early 2000s, but once Gold Cobra came out up until now, he's absolutely 100% nailed the evolution of Fred Durst. And it's just, he's never been stagnant ever with his style and his music. Ever. I mean, just never.
It really is true on a couple of things. Like for one, the down point in Fred Durst's career is really just results may vary. Like, he took himself a little too seriously. He kind of deviated from that Limp Bizkit template and was like, you know what, this didn't work. This doesn't feel right. I don't like this sound. But they tried it. It didn't work. It failed. There's still some fucking bangers in that record, but it just didn't work. So move on. And they did. They moved on so fast, because this is like proof of that. And then the other thing is too,
oh, there she goes.
The other thing is too. The other thing is too. Is that the right terminology?
I'll accept
the other
it.
thing is too.
I'll accept
the other
it.
thing. The other thing is
The
too.
other,
That just
you
sounds
don't have
rude.
to say two. You can just say the other thing is.
The other thing is.
The other thing is
two.
Two is redundant. If you put the two,
yeah, stupid. The other
English,
thing is
pot English. It's hard.
I don't know where I was going with it.
I don't know either.
It's so stupid.
You were on
what
a
does
run.
the other thing is two even mean?
It doesn't mean anything. It's redundant. It doesn't mean
just
anything.
Don't like that I said that. It's so gross and nasty.
That's
Fred Durst being like one of the greatest. Oh, the other thing was I almost said it again. I almost fucking said it again. The other thing is too, is when you hear like a great frontman, that we talk about like Danzig back in the day, hitting like the town with flyers, right? Like stapling things to every telephone pole within a 5-mile radius of whenever the Misfits were going to play a show. Fred Durst did the same shit, man. He was out there. He was fucking promoting. He was lying to people. He was telling people they were bigger than they were. He was giving tattoos that he had no fucking right giving. He was giving demo tapes to people. But like the feeling was there. The music was there. It's just, I don't know, the heart. And people, I don't know. See, now I'm taking it personal because people give Fred Durst so much shit and it irritates me because dude's got heart. Dude has heart, and he's had heart before $3 Bill Yell even came out. Dude's been slinging Limp Bizkit for fucking 30, 40 years. Wild. The fuck out of here.
I mean, great front man, great marketer. I mean, honestly, great at marketing and just putting his name out there. That's just, he's so fucking good at it. And another thing is too, like reading, I mean, over the years, just reading all the media.
You just said it too. You just said another thing is too.
I did, huh? Oh,
shit. You just said another thing is too.
I
See,
did.
Like, that's what we say. Why do we say that?
I don't know. That should be on the no-no list.
Another thing is too.
Another thing is too. Yeah. Oh. But when you say it fast, it doesn't sound weird. But when you slow it down,
no, it doesn't. But when I said it just right now, like now I'm cognizant of it, and then you just fucking said it.
I just did. Fuck, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Pod talk, man. Is that? I don't know. Like, don't we have? Isn't Justin?
We do it a lot now that I think about it.
Isn't he like a linguist? Doesn't he teach English to people?
I mean, he's in English.
World?
No, Justin's a history teacher.
Yeah, same thing.
He teaches history in college.
What?
No, I'm sorry. No, he can teach. No, he's a high school history teacher, but he can teach in college if he wanted to, because he has a master's, so he could teach in college. But
I mean, that's California college, because I've been to California college and tell you I didn't learn much.
Yeah, I mean, most of school you don't learn much anyway.
He's get degrees.
That is true. Where was I going? Now I lost my train of thought. God damn it! I was going to say
too. That's the theme of the
another
pod.
Thing is too.
What does that fucking mean?
It means nothing. It's redundant.
I'm so fixated on that. I can't get away from.
What I was going to say. What I was going to say is that
a good front man.
No, is that back over the years, and then reading again this week, how the media really tried to bury Fred Durst and really tried to bury this band. But, outside of a few incidences here and there where he made some like bad decisions, like with like the bouncer, or not the bouncer, but like the security guard and shit like that, everybody pretty much says that he's a really cool guy. He's a really nice guy, very fun, very cool to hang out with. And nobody really has anything bad to say about him. And reading about like all the shit that happened like back in the day with Eminem and Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears and all that kind of shit. And Fred was like, Christina Aguilera is a great person. We've never hooked up. We've never done this or that. What people are saying in the media is all not true. I think she's hot. Yeah, but we've never done anything. I think she's fantastic. We've talked a few times and that's it. Like he's honest. He's upfront. He doesn't give a fuck. Also, like, so like the way the media tries to bury him for years, and it never worked. It never happened. Makes his legacy even better, because he was honest. Well, he wasn't honest because he not conned his way, but he did the long con.
He kind of conned his way
as being like the bad boy. But then like I said, everybody who's met him and like hung out with him, they all say he's a great guy, really great guy.
Well, I always forget that Ben Stiller bit on the record when like the Ben Stiller's laughing,
yeah.
the Ben Stiller, when Ben Stiller's laughing and they just kind of like play the Like, that's so goddamn funny. And that's like, dude, that's not like a B team actor, bro. That's Ben Stiller.
Yeah, especially
like,
at that time.
at his height. Yes.
Yeah, that was him at his height for sure. But then also looking at all the people that not the Ben Stiller, Jesus Christ, that
the Ben Stillers,
that Limp Bizkit got in there, not only their music videos but their songs. You know, like we mentioned earlier, Method Man on End Together now. You know, on Significant, on Chocolate Starfish, all the rappers, DMX, like the biggest guys in the game at the time, DMX, Exhibit, all that shit. All these guys were on the record. You know, in the music videos, like I said, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Eminem, all these guys were in the videos, and nobody really had anything bad to say about him except for Wes Borland. Wes Borland was the only guy that like honestly did not like Fred Durst.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's Wes Borland, and he kind of has a bad track record for being more of a douche than anything. Even when we met him, remember when we met him too in 2005, I think we met him. We asked him about Limp Bizkit, and he was really standoffish about Limp Bizkit.
But like, we asked about Limp Bizkit, right? Like, what the fuck does he want to talk about Limp Bizkit for at the NAMM convention when he's trying to, like, I don't know. But like, nobody else was there anyway. It was just us two. Like, there was no fucking line for Wes Borland. No one even knew who the fuck he was. I don't even know what the fuck he looked like because I'm terrible with the way people look like. You're the one that noticed him. Like, oh, good time, Wes Borland. Oh, fuck yeah.
Got his autograph. We took a picture with him too. Oh, I'll put a picture. If I can find a picture, I'll put the picture of us with Wes Borland right here in the video. So you'll get to see that. Our fucking dorky selves when we were like 18. We met Wes Borland in 2005.
Oh, that's good.
But anyway,
that's good.
All right. We're good with douchebag, right? All good?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. So let's get into my 1B. We haven't gotten to this one yet. Why Try? Why Try is my number one. Where does this one sit for you? If it's even a banger, who knows?
It's not a banger.
Oh.
But I have a lot of notes on this one, but it's not a banger.
So I love the chorus. I think this chorus is up there with douchebag, you know. Oh my God. Why try? You're going to die. You're going straight to the gate in the sky. Come on. It's so stupid. So the whole song starts with like that nasty sounding like guitar with just like him playing, like him hitting those high notes, overly distorted, and then it just drops into that super super heavy riff. I can't believe this is not a banger for you. Okay,
so wow, what? This is fucking Filler Biscuit for sure.
No way.
But like, this is good Filler Biscuit because like Filler Biscuit is still fucking fantastic biscuit. But yeah, this is Filler Biscuit. Like the best parts, there's probably two parts of this that I think would be the best parts. You done? Fucking dramatic about opening beers over here.
I just opened a beer.
It was like Wes's guitar lick that climbs before the chorus. I don't know if you heard it, but it's like it goes like really really fast. It's very like Buckethead sounding. Very very like computerized. Very like, I don't know. Is that the right even word?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Sounding. Very metal. Very Buckethead sounding.
So I've always thought, and this week too, I think it's like a synth part. I don't think it's Wes playing the guitar.
It's like DJ Lethal doing something.
Yeah. It sounds like a synth or a sample of something.
Because Wes has never done something like this on record.
But it really doesn't sound like a guitar, even with like effects on. It doesn't sound anything like that.
But it bleeds in from, because like Wes's guitar playing on this entire record is fucking amazing, and this song too, he does a lot of really cool things. But that one little part, that little climb, that
I know exactly
digitized, it's fucking weird.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's just a sampled synth, and that's what you're hearing. But it's a perfect transition into that chorus. Oh, it's so catchy too. Why try? You're gonna die. You're going straight to the gate in the sky. It's so stupid like that.
1B.
I love this song.
I think maybe you're just reaching for deep cuts.
No, I think what it is I've heard this record. I mean maybe 100 times. I've heard this record over the years, and I think I've just kind of picked up on. I think I've overplayed some of the other songs, and maybe that's why this one is as high as it is. But I really do love this song. I think it's a fantastic song. And also the verse itself has that just really wonky playing from Wes while Fred is just rapping over it. And then the pre-chorus is just super chaotic with the random little like synth parts like we mentioned that ascension or the whatever descension into the transition or whatever into the chorus. It's all over the place. It's a crazy chaotic song through and through, and it's really short. I think it's like 2.5 minutes long. It's a very, very short and to the point song, and it's the second to last song too. And great way to kind of end the record on a really high, wild note too. So
see, I thought Auto-Tunage, 9210, Why Try, and Killer are all not bangers. I don't want to call them okay songs, but they're not bangers.
That's so wrong. Especially Why Try. I mean, I get 9210 and Auto-Tunage, but really, Why Try? Really? God, you got to go back and listen to it. You really got to go back and listen to it. It's really
maybe again. I don't have a rich history with this one, so I usually like listen to the record after we're done doing it the next day. So tomorrow I will pay close attention to Why Try.
There's just so much going on in a short amount of time, and it's extremely that chorus. Even the pre-chorus too. The pre-chorus is really catchy. It's so good. Even though it's chaotic, it's catchy as fuck. I don't care. And we haven't really what
you hated Loser, but Loser's such an oddball for this record too.
It
Even
is
for ballad is like Loser's such an oddball thing. So it's such a different song for this record, and you hated that one. So I don't know
because I don't feel like I said with that song with Loser, it's the transition sucked. It just seemed very forced and put together. In comparison to everything else, it's still a good song, but it's a lower tier banger for sure.
Loser definitely feels like they have a hook, a chorus, and they're like, dude, we got to write a song around this. Like, all right, what do you have for the verse? And then he just did something, and like, fuck it, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like, there didn't seem like there was a lot of fuss over that song. It was just like they just threw like parts into Pro Tools and just said, yeah, that's good. Let's mix and master it and put it on the record. That's it. That's really how I feel about Loser. But we haven't really talked too much about the lyrics, and that I think for a reason, because the lyrics, they're either hyping the band up or himself up, or just talking about how Limp Bizkit's the best. Really, Limp Bizkit is the best, and he'll fight anybody who says otherwise. That's really all it is. There's only one song, and that's Walking Away, that has any sort of deeper meaning. But otherwise, everything else is pretty much that. Pretty true.
It's Walking Away, because that's like I think Walking Away is the most ballady song on the record. Is that?
It is 100 the most. It is the most ballady song.
What B is that for you?
You want to get into Walking Away?
Yeah, because you're a ballad man, dude. If you fucking say this like you're 2B, then you are a ballad man through and through.
My 2B was Douchebag, so we already talked about that.
Oh, okay. This is your 3B then.
No, it's not my 3B. So is Walking Away a banger for you? No. It's my 4B. It is my 4B.
God, that's high.
And do you want to get into this? Because I'm down to get into the Walking Away.
Care. It's very, dude. This is very reminiscent of Take a Look Around. Yeah, like that intro. Like this fucking reminds me of Take a Look Around.
Only the guitar riff, but the overall song and structure of it is very Boiler from Chocolate Starfish. And Walking Away was actually Walking Away. I take it back. Gold Cobra was not the first song I heard off this. It was Walking Away. Walking Away was the first song, and I remember being blown away by this song because it was like it was still like keeping up with like the mature feel of Unquestionable Truth, but it was still throwing it back to like Boiler, which I still think Boiler is an absolute banger off of Chocolate Starfish, and I don't care what you say. I love Boiler. I do love that song.
Dude, I don't think Boiler's a banger.
I know you don't, and we've fought about that. We fought about that extensively.
Not a fucking banger.
You're stupid. Right. You're stupid. But what I do love about Walking Away is that the entire song is building. The entire song builds and builds and builds and builds, and it crescendos with some of the best screams that Fred has ever done that he's ever done outside of $3 Bill Y'all.
Yeah,
this has his
right.
best screams.
Fred has good screams in this one.
And the way that John helps build this song, because Wes is more here to add to the soundscape that DJ Lethal's doing. Yeah, he's playing the riff, but then after this first verse, he kind of stops that and he makes more of a soundscape with his guitar playing. But then John, the way he goes from the verses, he's playing like a very, very kind of subdued, closed hi-hat beat. He opens it up in the chorus with like the ride cymbal and everything, brings it back down to the closed hi-hat in the second verse, switches to the open hi-hat, makes it a little bit louder in the second chorus, and then it builds and builds and builds, and it crescendos. And Wes does this like crazy kind of solo lead thing, and Fred just fucking goes off, just absolutely goes off. The feel is there, the emotion's there. I absolutely love this song. I think it's truly a banger, and nobody ever talks about it. But I'm pretty positive this was the first song that came out for this record. Because now that I think about it, I did listen to the song when it came out, and I really liked it, and I still really love this song.
It's a good song.
It's a fucking great song.
Unfortunately, for me, it comes in between my two bangers, Douchebag and Loser. So it's like, it's a ballad, but it's a slower, heavier ballad that's just bringing us closer to Loser, because like Loser is like the true ballad. That's a fucking soft like song that he's singing, like normally that would be like the one they're singing to their girl or their lost loved one, but like Loser is something different. But this is like a transitionatory ballad. When the song does kick up, it gets louder, it gets crazier and heavier, and that's nice. I like the build up here, and like the solos that Wes does on this record, I think are fun. I think are cool because we never heard him do things like this before, and he's kind of just. I feel like Wes's solos sometimes blend into the territory of, "Hey man, I'm so glad you're back in the band. Go ahead and just do whatever you want." Because I don't know if they're great solos or if it's just like, oh, I'm so happy Wes is back in the band, therefore I like these solos. And this is one of the instances where it's like, it's just full of verb, dude. His solos is fucking full of verb. That's it.
But it's perfect for the song. It's perfect for these songs.
The song didn't need it. We don't need a solo.
No,
here.
it doesn't need it, but it's a nice
never
accent.
Needed a solo,
but it's fine. But it's a nice accent to the song.
But now we have a record that's full of solos, and so all I think about is just everyone's so happy that Wes is back. They're letting him do whatever he fucking wants, and it's not just one or two solos or three solos. He has like 6 solos over this fucking record.
He does have a lot. Yeah,
it's too much.
But they're not. But the thing is, his solos aren't like these wonky Eddie Van Halen.
They kind of are though. They kind of are.
They're not nearly
they're
as
not technical like Van Halen, but the spotlight is on him, and he's able to do whatever the fuck he wants. And it's like we get this. Like this is what you got. Like, all right, dude, I've heard this fucking 1,000
But he
times.
doesn't. But he's not trying to be wonky. He's not trying to be Rivers on fucking Dope Nose or anything like that. He's playing to the song. He's being have this overly distorted.
That was
guitar.
a bad example because I don't think that's a great fucking song. So
the second best song on the record on Maladroit. But
you brought up Weezer, like Rivers and Weezer. So like when Rivers does a solo, like I hearken to Blue, Pinkerton, Green, everything he's done. The solos do something for the song. They add something to the song.
That I feel that it does in this song.
You could take the solo out of Walking Away. The song would not lose anything. The solo does not make or break the song.
It's still a great touch. It's still a great touch to the song.
It's fine. It's whatever's.
Okay. But anyway, Walking Away, I do love this song. It's my 4B. I don't give a fuck. I think it's a fantastic song. And this beats out a lot of ballads because of the way that it does. But I think the build is so subtle, and the song is a little over 4 minutes, I believe. And it just, oh my God, it's just so incredible. It's just a fucking incredible song.
It's a good song. It's a good
song.
I don't care. It's solid.
I don't care what people say about Fred singing. He's not a great singer, but he's really not bad. He's not terrible.
He never tries. He never tries. When he does try, it's garbage. Like Behind Blue Eyes, and even kind of in Loser, he tries, and it's like, but like Loser is just that chorus is so fucking good. But he just never tries, which I like. Like, don't try to sing. If you're not a singer, don't try and sing. Just
why try, right?
Talk your way through choruses. That's fine. I don't care.
Yeah. Why try, baby?
Exactly.
Why try?
Fucking Rage Against the Machine did it for 4 records. That's fine. I don't care. Who cares? It's fine.
So what's your 3B? Your third banger?
Sorry, I took off my notes so I can look at our faces. Bring It Back.
Bring it back. Okay, that's my 3B as well.
I guess we may as well just do the intro and then Bring It Back. Because intros, whatever. But I really just wanted to talk about the title of the intro song, Intro Bruh.
Intro Bruh. That's pretty good though, right?
It's so good, dude.
It's really good.
Like that. That's the dumbest fucking thing you could possibly have named any song in the history of dumb song names. Like for sure. Yeah. Intro Bruh. So
Intro
good.
Bruh. It's perfect. It's perfect for this band. Perfect for this album. I love it. Love it. So what do you got on Bring It Back?
Yeah. So anyway, transition from intro to super solid. This one has a nice slow burn to it. Also, it leads nicely into itself. It's instantly wild and fun. Like Fred doing that. Like this is the one I was talking about earlier when we were talking about dad vibes. Fred is doing dad vibes here. This is like dad vibe swagger right here.
It is,
but it's just not. It's not touched up as nice. It's the beat. Like I don't know. He had the beat here is great. In our boy Otto, he had so much like grit to it, and I like when the drum beat kicks in, because that may be like my single favorite part of the record is when that drum beat kicks into this one, because it's so
it's so abrasive,
so aggressive.
Yeah, it really is.
Damn, this may be one of the best like Lethal and John Otto songs, right? Because they both have their time to shine, and it's very difficult to find. It's hard to find a band that can even incorporate like a DJ and not just have the DJ just do texture and just add nuance and layers, but like be an integral part of the band. And this song is like one of the best they've ever done. Both of them have their moments, and it's not just like, this is John Otto's part, this is DJ Lethal's part, this is his part. Like, no, it goes into each other, and they're both doing something that supplements the other. Like you took one out and the other would suffer. And like this may be like their best that they've ever done like that. And like this record is rife with those moments.
It really is.
Like everyone is kind of like doing the best they've ever done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and once again, the whole record starts out with that wonky ass riff. Once again, Wes kills it with the weird guitar playing, the weird riffs. And
what is that riff?
It makes no sense. Like when I try to like conceptualize it, in my mind, I can't figure it out. I'm thinking in my mind. I can't figure it out. It's so weird. It's uncomfortable almost, because it just doesn't make sense. And then you throw that trap beat underneath it. I think it's a trap beat. I don't know what it is, but it's like,
dude, that's dad vibes though. Like, do you like
it
is that dad vibes or is that dad
absolutely.
vibes?
It 100% is dad vibes, especially the way he's rapping. Totally.
So he's doing trap fucking like well before like trap became popular.
Oh yeah, well before it became popular, it was around, but yeah, for sure popular. But just having that heavy ass weird riff over that beat is so bizarre. And like you said, when John Otto comes in with the actual kit, it's abrasive, it's loud, it's aggressive, it's doesn't make sense, but it totally works. And then just it's chaos at that point. Sam drops in with the bass, and because that's the first time you hear Sam is once the chorus drops in, because Sam doesn't play during the verses. It's just the beat. It's just the beat, and then Wes. That's it. And because I don't even John doesn't play that beat. I think it's just a loop that Lethal plays on his turntable. But yeah, man, it's crazy, man. It's good shit. Love the song. Great opener.
Sometimes like especially on this record, I thought that if Jay Lane had tried to like play on a new metal record, it would sound like John Otto here.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's, dude, there's so much fucking cymbal work. There's so much just hi-hat work that John Otto is doing. And every beat that he does is incorporating just a lot of cymbals. Like every single fucking beat that he does, every like memorable beat that he does incorporates a fuck ton of cymbals that he's never really done before, because he's never tried to be this tight.
Mm-hmm. And when he's a jazz drummer too. I mean, when he was recruited into the band, so the band started. Fred Durst had just left his band like in 1995 or whenever it was. Met Sam Rivers from another band, and Sam was like, "Oh, my cousin plays drums, but he goes to like this jazz
they're
musician
accomplished
institute."
Musicians that are like no
He's
fucking theory and know how to like play music to any like stadium or whatever it is.
Yeah, and that's where John Otto comes from. He comes from a purely jazz background, and you hear it through all of their records. But really, Gold Cobra is John's best work. His best drumming is on this record. It's the most nuanced. It's the most bombastic at points. It's a little bit of everything. He does a little bit of everything on this record,
I think
it's really his
that's
best
rap
record.
style, but yeah, I think this is John's best record, and I think this is Wes's best record too.
I agree. Yeah, it's Wes's. Yeah, definitely.
Not just because of the solos. The solos are just a nice touch, but I think Wes has some fucking just like dirty riffs. Like what the fuck are you thinking?
Just great songwriting from Wes. That's what it comes down to. As we both take a drink of beer, but I stopped. But there we go. But bring it back. Great opener. Great thesis statement for the rest of the record. Really sets it up for the next 50 minutes, I think, of the record.
Gold Cobra.
So this is both. This is both of our number 3s. What do you got for number 5? Your 5B.
Well, my 4B. Did we do my 4B? No, my 4B was Got the Life. No, it wasn't Get a Life. It's Shark Attack. Shark Attack's my 4B. When I was scrolling, I saw Get a Life, and I had to just make fun of Korn.
What the fucking Get a Life?
Yeah.
Shark Attack's my 5B. It's my 5B. So let's get into this. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Again, first kind of like real example of the heavy electronic sound on the record, right? Because his intro is very much that. And it's cool because it reminds us that they are doing something different. They are not just normal Limp Bizkit. And like, we got our boy back, and we're full force here, like a team of misfits coming out of the woodwork, and like we're strong again.
Mm-hmm.
But they started off with like electronic stuff, but then they drop back into like normal Limp Bizkit sound. And it's like, God damn, like that iconic Limp Bizkit sound is unmatched. Almost like, man, I would even argue to say that like the iconic Limp Bizkit sound, that Limp Bizkit sound that you get from verses and choruses, is up there with like maybe even like better than Korn. Like besides like Blind, I don't know. Like Limp Bizkit has a sound that is more recognizable than Korn.
No, okay.
I'm not. Like what else?
It's close, but Korn is more recognizable than Limp Bizkit.
Dude, Limp Bizkit has a sound, and then they do it a lot.
They do.
That's kind of like detrimental to the Limp Bizkit name because they rehash things over and over, whatever. But like, man, dude, Limp Bizkit has a sound, and I love that we're starting this one off with an electronic thing, and we immediately jump into the Limp Bizkit like iconic sound. That is amazing. That's rad. But like this song's a reimagined break stuff, and I don't mind.
Yes, exactly.
Like,
it is.
I don't mind.
I wrote that down too. The verses. It's really the verses. Yeah, I mean it's that really heavy riff during the verse, and just Fred's cadence when he raps.
Yeah, what he says and how he says it.
Yes, it's a lot like stuff. Yes, exactly. Now the chorus isn't anything like the break stuff chorus.
No,
it's Wes just hitting those really high notes, just kind of just strumming those high notes, and then Fred just doing his thing over that. And Sam is kind of like, he's not squirrely, but he's hitting those notes at the right moment, just kind of letting his part of the space breathe a little bit rather than just noodling or just playing too many notes. So once again, Sam coming in, playing the right amount, just being a good bass player, honestly, being a really good bass player, playing to the song. So
he doesn't have a lot of. I think like Sam and honestly Sam and Fred are probably like the weakest parts of the record. Like Fred.
Yeah,
Fred's
I would
Fred,
say so.
right?
Yeah.
Fred's
yeah.
Fred.
But Lethal steps it up a lot.
I don't know. Sam doesn't have a lot of like cool shit in this record.
I mean, he hasn't really had anything cool since Significant Other. I mean, there's cool moments, but I mean, overall, Significant Other was Sam's magnum opus. It really was. Mainly because of Rearranged, but
that's also like, it's a bass player. Who gives a fuck about bass players? Like really, like come on. Bro.
But goddamn, he's a great bass player. Also,
he is a great bass player.
His
but
bass
like, a good bass player is one that just makes everyone else sound better.
Who plays
a good bass player does.
Yeah, but also his bass playing on or his playing on Unquestionable Truth. I mean, his playing on that record is squirrely. It's crazy good. Like he's absolutely stepped it up for that record, for that EP. He totally fucking killed it on that EP. He's the shining light in that during all those sessions, 100%. But often forgotten because it's so dark. But anyway, Shark Attack, just great. And then also you get to that bridge, and Fred does something that I love. He starts rapping like golden era hip hop rapping.
Yes.
Very
This is
Curtis
maybe like
Blow. Oh,
this
it's
is
so
like one of
good.
the most fun parts of the entire
Yeah,
record is like
yeah,
this bridge. It's like, first of all, it's that Jaws sounding bass, like doom 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 doom. But like it's reimagined here to like make it more fun. And yeah, dude, his
yeah.
delivery is very Curtis Blow-esque. And the lyrics are so fucking fun. They're so silly. They're so goofy. Like how can anybody like take this guy fucking seriously? Watch me playing my shark attack, right? Like, come on, bro. Silly. Turn
Oh,
the great white
it's his
asses to
delivery. It's fucking fantastic. It's great. It's great. Lyrically though, yeah, it's not much here. Just calling out people, trying to step up to him in the game, but he's going to take him down no matter what because he's too hard.
You're gonna fuck
He's
him
too
up.
hard.
You fuck him up.
No, it's just normal hip hop lyrics. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah. Braggadocious.
Yes, exactly. So Shark Attack, that's your 4, that's my 5.
Shark Tank.
So fuck, there's a couple songs I can't believe we haven't gotten into yet. So what do you got for number what do you got for number 5?
5. Shotgun. Dude,
Shotgun. That's
Shotgun for sure. Like we should need to get into Shotgun and the Gold Cobra. We haven't talked about the title track either. Like Shotgun and Gold Cobra. If anything, we got to talk about those two.
Of course. So what do you got on Shotgun?
That's my 5B. Shotgun, dude. I love this song. There's so many different things going on here, and if you take them piece by piece, they're dumb. Like there's a lot of things about this song that is fucking dumb, that is bad, that it deserves to be shit on. And this is like the most popular song from the fucking record. And I love this verse. I love the fucking verse, dude. I love the verse because it's so funky. It's so heavy. The chorus is also like really, really heavy, really aggressive. And adding the cocking there, like the like that thing.
Sound of the shotgun.
It's like, dude, what are you doing, bro? Like, what are you doing?
Like, it's so over the top.
Everything about this song was so. It's so like Donald Trump era, like goofy fucking redneck shit. You know what I mean? But
it
like,
is, but it's intentional.
Well before that, but yeah, it's oh my god,
it's making
the shotgun.
It's making fun of it. It's just making fun of their own legacy and their own. Oh, I love it. I just love how over the top and goofy it is, but it's all intentional. But it's still a killer song too, because I mean the whole song starts with the chorus with the hook. So that riff is very, very heavy. It's very driving, and it's just like I said, it's fucking catchy. Drops into that verse where Fred's rapping, and then Wes is doing that kind of like maybe like syncopated like notes that he's hitting, those higher notes, and then it just drops into the chorus with the shotgun sound. When it's beyond catchy. It's so much fun to sing. So much fun to sing. In my neighborhood, everybody's got one.
Like that's so dumb, dude. Like everything about this song individually is so fucking stupid. But like, this is Limp Bizkit, bro, and they thrive on the fact that you think that they are stupid. Like that's when Limp Bizkit is at their best. Is when they want you to think that they are fucking dumb and full of shit and terrible. And then like, bro, the dumbest and maybe the best part of this entire record is the beat from the shotgun sound, right?
Yeah, at the very end.
Dude, that is so fucking stupid, but I love it so much. I love it so fucking much.
And then
Lethal's
playing that sample from some like traditional song. I don't even know. I forgot the name of the song right now. Somebody had the word like Cairo in it or something. But that song's he's playing that sample looped, and then the shotgun's playing and beat with the song. It's so stupid. It's so over the top.
That's perfect. Like that's perfect Limp Bizkit where they're telling you, dude, this is a dumb song. Like, don't take this seriously. But here we are, right? As the masses, we are taking Limp Bizkit way too seriously because like Enemy, like they wrote a shitty review for this record. Like, I don't know if you read that dude's review, but like that guy wrote a shitty fucking. He even like half a star out of like 10.
Missed the point. He like 100% missed the point. But that's what makes it even better too. That's what makes it so much better. Is these stupid ass fucking reviewers from NME and Rolling Stone and all that shit. They're missing the fun. They're missing the point of it all. They take themselves way too seriously. Yeah, zero fucking fun. It's like that Robert Christgau guy, that fucking cuck over at I think he's Rolling Stone, right?
I
Fucking
think
gives
I think I think he
he
started
gives
with Rolling Stone, but he went off on his own at some
he gives
point.
everything a bad review until everybody starts liking it, and then he retrospectively gives it a better
I
rating.
mean,
Like, get
that
the
dude wrote
fuck
like
out of here, you
that
cuck.
that dude wrote like thousands of reviews out. Like
Dude, be stupid.
he's been in it.
Dude, to fucking get paid to write reviews, get the fuck out of here, dude. Get the
It
fuck.
is
And
like
your reviews suck, man.
you do kind of question like when people are now getting paid to write reviews. Like here is X amount of dollars. Here is a record. Here is my record. Write a review on this. Like there's bias there, man. There's got to be bias, and we're humans. Humans have
Yeah.
bias. Like that's what this podcast is fucking about. They're a bias. So I
And
don't
once
know.
again,
That guy.
once again, the media going after Limp Bizkit and going after Fred Durst over the years, it's just stupid. And then this brought to my mind the whole payola controversy back during the $3
Oh
bill.
yeah.
Where the Interscope Records ended up paying like an Oregon college radio station like $50,000 to play I think it was Counterfeit, to play that, or no, it was to play Faith like 50 times in a row, and they did it, and the band got a bunch of backlash from it. But to me that's like the fucking coolest thing to do, because Limp Bizkit and the label were upfront with it. They made the radio station say, yeah, we got paid X amount, we got paid $50,000 to play this song 50 times in a row. Like everybody was above board on it and transparent about it, and they still got shit for it. But it's like, this stuff happens every fucking day at every radio station.
Yeah.
And but because the band said that they did this intentionally, then all of a sudden it's a bad thing. It's bad. Get the fuck out of here, dude. The way how dumb the media is and how much they tried to bury this band is just so fucked up. So fucked
and
up.
it's but like that's I mean, first of all, it was Counterfeit, not Faith. And then the other thing is it was like, this is what Fred Durst wants. Fred Durst wants, again, like the whole bad publicity is better than no publicity, right? Like Fred Durst wants us to talk about Limp Bizkit no matter what, because he knows that, like, dude, their music backs it up. Like they're a pop band that just happens to play really, really fucking heavy, aggressive music.
Yeah.
Like, dude, Chocolate Starfish is their poppiest record. That's a fucking pop record. That's a Spice Girls record, just with drop C tuning, and aggressive fucking like vocal styles. That's it. Like there's no difference.
Yeah,
Straight up.
Spice Girls is a little okay. I get your point. All right. So Shotgun, do we have anything else on this one? Lyrically, who cares?
I do want to bring up the single art, right? Do you like the single art? The
I don't remember what the single art was.
I don't know who drew it, but I would hope, and I would assume it's Wes, but
probably Wes.
But like, it's actually kind of really good. It's really grotesque, like guy with a shotgun, and he's got like fucking 3 eyes on one side of the head. It's really fucking weird.
Yeah, I've seen
this
this
fucking
one.
Cool. It's so rad.
It's Wes's artwork. He uses those kind of characters on a lot of his artwork at this time. Yeah,
those colors, that color scheme is very, very Wes.
Yeah. Well, and also, like, when you look at the credits for this record too, Wes is all over it. I mean, he did the cover artwork, which, we haven't even got into yet, but I love it. I love that cover art. It's so ugly. It's gross looking, but it's just like 4 girls in bikinis, and they're all kind of distorted and fucked up looking.
It's disgusting.
Giant gold cobra in the background. It's truly an obnoxious cover. It really, really is. But honestly, it's perfect for the record.
Like, for me, the only bad cover art that they have is Results May Vary, which is dumb. That's a terrible cover.
Yeah.
And then Significant Other. I don't like Significant Other.
Yeah, that's a bad cover. Yeah, that's a really bad cover.
Shitty. That's it. Everything else I think is fucking great.
I would say Gold Cobra and Still Sucks are their best covers.
Yeah, I would 100%. Too. I would
both
say,
West
like,
Borland.
They just got fucking better. Like, Gold Cobra, like, that's so bad that is good, and then Still Sucks. Like, triple down on that concept. God, that cover art is fucking terrible.
It really is. It really is. Oh boy! All right, so we did Shotgun. So what else we got here? We got Get a Life. We could. Oh, we haven't touched upon Gold Cobra in that video because they only made one music video. Let's do Gold Cobra. So they only did one music video for this record, and it was for the title track.
Yeah.
And the whole video was them making fun of themselves and their
Yeah.
old music videos. I think. Well, let's get into the song first, and then we'll get into the music. We'll break down the music video a little bit. So
This
what
is
do you
my
have here?
6B. This is my 6B. Very hip hop driven, very like deep, heavy bass line, and Wes like being as minimal as possible, right? I'm just adding like a layer rather than driving the song forward. And I like that because like Wes is not like a virtuoso guitarist, soloist, whatever, but like dude knows how to fucking add like textures to songs to make them
Mhm.
so much better. Whereas like Rivers and Otto, like they're musicians. They don't know how to add things. They can only just support other people doing great things. And that's
Yeah.
I don't want to say that because it sounds like a knock, but I'm not knocking them. That's just the type of musicians they are. Wes is an innovator. I'm an idea man, right? That type of thing. Oh, inside joke there,
That
dude.
is, yeah, that's what Wedding Crash should do. Well,
That's what Wes does. Wes is an idea man, but like Wes can't survive without John Otto and Sammy Rivers. He just can't.
yeah,
That type of like weirdness just can't exist without somebody without the Rock. They are the Rocks, right? When people say, "Oh, she's my rock, he's my rock," dumb fucking thing. People say that shit, but that's like the rhythm section of this band. They are West Borland's rock. So anyway, um, back to Gold Cobra, which I don't know where it's going here, but there's some rad instrumental parts of this one. Damn, do you crack it open like it sounds like you're fucking doing those poppers that you throw on the ground, exploding everywhere. There's cool instrumental bits to this one. We're like Wes is doing really cool riffs. He's just kind of wailing away and getting back to like the quirkiness that he loves to do. Like that he likes to do that kind of sound. He loves that kind of shit.
yeah.
And this bridge, dude, this bridge is like Limp Bizkit again to a T. That Limp Bizkit sound, that patented Limp Bizkit sound. The bridge is here. Like that's what it is. And like Fred Durst singing the Gold Cobra thing, it's so gross and ugly. Like
Golden
the way he
Cobra.
says Gold Cobra, like dude, that is ugly. That is objectively ugly singing. Gold Cobra.
Holding the gold, it's gold. It's golden, y'all.
Like
Golden
it's
Cobra.
so gross. Like, oh, but like he doesn't give a fuck. They don't give a
No.
shit because they know this song is there. The bones are here. The meat's there. It's good. It's a good song.
Yeah, it's a good stepping this song is a good stepping stone into the actual record itself. It's a little bit of a throwback to everything. It's not too wonky like Bring It Back and Why Try and things like that. The main guitar riff to me is it actually sounds to me a lot like the riff to Eat You Alive that Mike Smith played. And then also some of the riffage
Like
on that record in general. It's a heavier, more straightforward riff, but yeah, of course, West adds some wonkiness and nuance to it. But overall, the riff is very Eat You Alive esque. Um, but I mean, the chorus here, it's kind of sleazy sounding too, right? The way he says "Golden Cobra," it's very very sleazy. I like
my
it.
favorite my favorite line on the entire record is on the song.
Is it?
Okay.
What's the line?
It's
What's
it's
the line?
I'm insane, can't complain, flush your turds down the drain.
Quality writing right there. Jesus Christ.
Dude, I get hyped. I get fucking hyped. And again, I listen to this record a lot in my car. I don't know why. I just got going to and from work. I was just really excited. I was like, flush your turds down the drain. Like, just, I'm so excited to see.
You
It's
put your
so,
arm up in the air like that too?
I do. I put my arm in the air a lot. What was the other song I did too a lot? I don't remember what was that. It was fucking
What was it?
costly.
Was it Shotgun? No. Shark Attack? I don't remember
I don't
now.
remember.
I
I
don't
don't
remember.
remember now. I don't
No, it
remember.
was Turn It Up, Bitch. It was Turn It Up, Bitch.
Oh yeah, turn it
That's what
up,
it was.
bitch. Yeah, for
Turn
sure.
It Up, Bitch. Dude, I fucking
Dude,
love Still Sucks.
this is a band that like I don't roll the windows up when I bump them loud. I just don't. Like there are
Why
other
would you with
things
Limp Bizkit?
we do on the pod where sometimes like I'll put the windows up. Like I'm a little embarrassed. You know?
Yeah.
Like when we do like any other kind of like boy band stuff. Like I'll probably put the windows up occasionally.
Yeah, if I'm
Britney
bumping
Spears
Aqua,
week.
Yeah, Bumpin' Aqua. I roll the windows up for Aqua. Love them,
Britney
but
Spears week was tough. That was a lot of windows up listening. But Limp Bizkit, nah, man, I don't give a fuck, dude. Limp Bizkit is good, and they should be enjoyed by everybody.
I agree. I agree. Gold Cobra, great. And then the video too, like I mentioned earlier, it's them poking fun at their earlier videos. You know, they're in the. I mean, if no people who aren't from LA, they may not know, but a lot of the video was shot in the LA River, which isn't really a river. It's about maybe 6 feet across.
It's a canal, dude.
It's like 6 feet
Pure
across.
sludge, just garbage, poopy, pee-pee, sewage.
And it's mainly just concrete. It's just fucking concrete. And it's meant for like, you know, floods and everything like that. But there's usually never water in it. And that's where this was shot. They got this like fancy ass Lamborghini and they roll up on that. And it's just, they got this girl in a bikini with big magumbos. She's bouncing the magumbos around. And it's just the close up shots of that. It's just so stupid, so over the top. And then they're both, and then another shot recreating the video for Rollin', where they're playing in the Rollin' video. They're playing on top of the World Trade Center before.
That's my favorite video. That's my favorite Limp Bizkit video.
Yeah, it's one of the best. It really is one of the best.
Dude, I can't help it.
Yeah, it's great. It's up there with Dad Vibes, honestly.
I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker. I think like Dad Vibes is objectively probably their best. Like that's just like, damn, bro, you fucking slayed it. But Rollin' is just.
It's a great video. It's like
this thing. Are you kidding me with this? Are you kidding me?
The stupid dance too.
The stupid and do this.
I know.
God,
but then they make fun of it in the in the Gold Cobra video. They make fun of the dance. They have the girls dancing, and then they're playing on top of another building, but it's here in LA. And it just and then also the makeup and the costumes that they're wearing. It's just so stupid, man. Just making fun of themselves the whole time. I love it. I fucking love it. It's so self-aware.
Another notch in like the Limp Bizkit is not as serious as you think they are belt.
Yeah. Just have fun. Like people are so afraid of having fun when they listen to music. And Limp Bizkit is just straight up fun, man. Nothing more, nothing less. Really good musicians who make a really fun music. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
But yeah, people don't like to have fun. So let's move on.
That's
what?
We only, I mean, just like the bonus tracks or whatever, but I like the bulk of my notes are gone. Like I'm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good. I mean, the only thing so we haven't got into Get a Life, 9210, and then Auto Tunage. So the only thing I want to talk about Get a Life is one of the lyrics.
That's very this chorus. First of all, this chorus is very corn sounding. Do you think that like this is very corn sounding fucking chorus here?
No, it's too aggressive to sound like Korn. Get a life, get a motherfucking life, get a life. Because like, JD doesn't scream like that. JD's saying. No, he doesn't scream like that. But he doesn't scream like that. No, he doesn't. JD doesn't. You don't know JD. I was talking to him yesterday. He doesn't. He doesn't scream like this.
Yeah, did you ask him like, "Hey, do you scream like this?" He says, "Nah, I don't do that shit."
Yeah, I did ask.
Nah, it's just stupid. I don't do that shit.
But it's the lyrics. The lyrics on this song are the most absurd. There's a lot of
lyrics. Limos because limos make me car sick.
That's my favorite line. That's my favorite line on the whole record. I wrote that down.
I don't ride in limos. Yeah, limos make me car sick. Okay,
but it's the way he.
That's good.
And then the other line was like, I don't drive automatics. I only drive stick shit. Or what did he say about driving stick shift? There's another line too, but all the lines are fucking really stupid. And also how he raps in the verses. So he does this like higher register when he raps. It's like, I don't ride in limos because limos make me car sick. It's like, it's this nasally thing he does that he never really does, but he does it for this. And it's so over the top and cheesy. But yeah, the limos and the car sick thing.
So good.
I love it. I fucking love it. But, and speaking of stupid lyrics, which I forgot to bring up, but during Why Try, there's a lyric in there, another set of dumb lyrics. But my favorite one is he calls somebody an insecure gorilla, like you're a bunch of insecure gorillas. And that line doesn't make any sense at all.
What does that even mean?
It doesn't. I don't know. I can't figure it out. But you insecure gorillas, like he says it the same way he sings or he raps in this song, "Get a Life." It's just
That's
very,
what I
very.
mean. Like that's one of those lines where like people would dissect it and think that his intentions are racial and malicious, when in actuality, he is probably just being an asshole and an idiot. And that's the genius of
Yeah,
Fred Durst is just, dude, a kiss, right? Keep it simple, stupid.
yeah,
Keep it
yeah.
simple, stupid. Another one's good on on Get Alive. That's your favorite
I,
corn song.
it is the greatest song ever
Um,
written. About the life is.
when he says some shit like he says like all my boys get the pick of the litter. That girl that you came with, I suggest that you forget her.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
It's so like it's yeah, fuck man, that's just that's what like rappers today, like they're so aggressive and like they're braggadocious, and that how much swagger they got. But Fred Durst here is like doing it kind of tongue in cheek and
Yeah,
goofy, and like, yeah, I suggest you forget her. Like, okay, bro. Okay.
I love it. I love it.
Perfect. It's perfect.
And the chorus too. Some of his most aggressive screaming is in this chorus. One of the top
Get
screamers.
motherfucking what?
I I still say it to this day. Fred Durst has one of the best screams in rock music, in metal music. I think
It's
he really has one of the best screams ever.
they're
Like
definitely
it's up.
like people there are definitely people that like in rock music, in like the pop realm, right, that have had a lot of success, like Chester, Fred Durst, like these guys like have
Mhm.
fucking good screams that could have
Yeah,
doubled down and made a
be like,
really good like screamo metal aggressive album. And Fred Durst does have a really good fucking scream to
yeah.
him.
But see,
Like
with
Fred did the range of Fred Durst is wild. Like
he does so much.
he's not the best at anything, but he's so good at everything he does, and he truly believes that what he's doing is the most important thing in the world as he's doing it. And like I believe in Fred Durst. Like in Batman Begins, no Batman, the one with Heath Ledger. I believe in Harvey Dent. I believe in Fred Durst.
There you go. There you go. Got to bring up. Got to bring in Batman. Yeah, Christopher Nolan. All right. Also, what was cool about this record too, and makes it even more, just makes it better, is the fact that it was a self-produced record. They didn't have to bring in somebody to try to recreate the past. Nothing like that. I mean, yeah, this record came out what 6 years after Unquestionable Truth, but who gives a fuck? Like the band self-produced it. They wrote it. It just, this is all them. They did the artwork. They pretty much did fucking everything, and that's fantastic. I love that aspect of it too. So I'm good with all the songs. I'm good to wrap it up.
Yeah,
You good to wrap it up?
I think it's also just on a whole, because we're just talking about Limp Bizkit, but like Flip Records, right? That's
Mm,
maybe just name drop Flip Records, and how much clothing they threw out in like the late '90s, and then like completely disappeared after that.
yeah, I forgot
Like
about that.
no
Them.
one ever talked about Flip Records after that. So that's kind of fun.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
That's it though.
let's give our final thoughts, and then we'll rate the record based off of our world famous 3 point rating system, where 3 is a perfect album, 2 is a good album you're going to continue to listen to, 1 is a bad album to give it a shot, and 0 is the worst thing you've ever heard. So what do you got, Jeff? Go.
You know what's weird is I was just on the Flip Records thing, but the owner from Flip Records, or the founder, has the same
Mhm.
last name, Schur, Michael Schur, who he was Mose in The Office. The
Oh,
owner for
really?
Flip Records has the same last name as him, spelled the same way. Is that a popular last name? I don't know. Maybe it's spelled different. I don't know.
I don't
Don't really
know.
care that much. Anyway, record wrap up here.
I don't really care that much, but let's talk about it.
Well, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, that's mildly interesting. Moving
Mm.
on, right?
Yeah, let's get into your wrap up. What do you got?
Um, Gold Cobra is better
Golden
than
Cobra.
Golden Cobra. Like Gold Cobra's a weird outlier for Limp Bizkit. They've never done a record like this, where like if you dissected $3 Bill, Significant Other, anything else they've ever done, it's still a good record. And you take apart pieces, drum parts, guitar riffs, and it's like, that's still a good record. Gold Cobra is a thing where, like, if you took it apart, like, some of this stuff is garbage on its own, but you throw it into the ring together, and now all of a sudden, like, oh, that makes sense that John Otto and Sammy Rivers are doing that kind of like boring beat, because Wes is getting crazy and doing something really fucking stupid and bizarre. I don't know why that works, but it works because now Fred Durst is wailing and being a fucking douchebag in the verses. So that makes sense. I get it. Gold Cobra is the outlier for Limp Bizkit. This is their most like experimental record, because again, I think like John Otto's best work is here. I think Wes Borland's best work is here. But other than that, it's typical Limp Bizkit. So that's why it's so low for me. And I don't think it'll ever break top 4. Maybe he could go to top 5. I think it's top 5 because it's only 7 records, right? So
yeah,
I don't think it'll ever break top 4. But this is a fun listen. This is damn, Daryl. This is like a 2 point. I'm going back and forth here. No way it's higher than 2.5. Never be higher than 2.5. No fucking way. No way. But like, dare I go as low as 2.25?
No.
I do think it's better than that, because there's some wild stuff here. There's some wild stuff here that they took chances on, and they grew as musicians, and they got Wes back, and they said, hey, dude, we're not just getting Wes back, but let's do something different. Let's do something that we've never done before. I'll do 2.5. This is a 2.5. Yeah.
All right.
This is 2.5.
Okay. I mean, I hope your attitude changes in the future. But I'll accept 2.5 for now.
That's a good score. 2.5.
I'll accept it for now.
That's vinyl worthy.
But you don't have it on vinyl. You blew your chance on buying the bootleg like a couple of years ago.
I'll see it.
Now with your big record store owner over here.
I'll wait for the box set.
This fucking guy. All right. So my final thoughts. I think this is a fantastic record, self-produced record. They really got into the being self-aware and just writing fun music. Like we said before, this is one of the most, if not their most experimental record. I just love it for its carefreeness and just great fucking songs, man. I really have nothing more to say. I think everybody brought their A game here. Once again, Wes and John Otto. Well, this is John Otto's best record he's done. Wes absolutely fucking killed it. Everybody killed it, but really those are the two big ones. Love the artwork. Love everything about this record. I really, really, really do. Been a fan since it came out. Been a diehard Limp Bizkit fan since 1999.
You're the only person I've ever fucking known. I mean, like we're the only people I've ever known to be like firm advocates of Limp Bizkit for a long time. But you're the only person I've ever known to ever talk about Golden Cobra. It's not called Golden Cobra. It's called Gold Cobra.
Gold Cobra. Gold Cobra.
What the fuck is Gold Cobra, dude? I don't know what that
I don't know. I don't even know.
It's never even been said what Gold Cobra
actually is. I kind of did some research, but I couldn't really find what the meaning of the record meant, which, there's no real meaning to any of their records. But I love it too. And just been a diehard Limp Bizkit fan since 99. Just followed them so closely over the years and everything that they've all done separately. Most of it outside of this has been mediocre. But I do love Gold Cobra, and I don't do it often, but I'll give this a perfect score because there's not a stinker. Like, unless you throw the deluxe songs in, which I'm not doing, we're just talking the main record. There's no stinkers. They're all good. They're all bangers. And yeah, it's a perfect record through and through. It's just, I will say it's a fucking blast.
The deluxe song Angels,
not very good. They made a video for that one too.
Did they?
Yeah. Or was it Los Angeles? Might have been Los Angeles, maybe not Angels. But they made a video for one of those, and it was a terrible video. It's a stupid song, whatever one they made the video for. But anyway, yeah, perfect 3 out of 3. You gave it a 2 out of 5 or 2.5 out of 3. That's okay. You'll get there someday.
That's a good score.
It is a good score, but you need to give it more listens. And
that's a vinyl purchase score right there.
You'll learn. you'll learn. So thank you all for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. Smash that subscribe button on the YouTubes if you're watching or listening there. And give us, just keep following us.
Mm-hmm.
Tell your friends, share all the posts. And that's it. That's all.
Douchebag!